If it's loyalty that Trump wants, he doesn't need to look any further than the party that he successfully hijacked. Because when they're not spending their time dismantling healthcare and secret one-party meetings, the Republicans are working hard to come up with creative ways to defend President Trump. Last week was all about finding different ways to explain why Donald Trump asking Comey to drop the Flynn investigation was not obstruction of justice. And here at The Daily Show, we've chosen the best of the most craven excuses for this week's Shillboard Top 5. Coming in at number 5, the guy who knows more than anyone about obstructing things, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. He defended Trump by saying that the president didn't obstruct justice. He's just Donnie from the block.
What you're seeing is a president who is now very publicly learning about the way people react to what he considers to be normal New York City conversation.
Ah, yes. A normal New York City conversation. Just like Dustin Hoffman in that movie, Midnight Cowboy.
Hey, Michael Flynn's a good guy, okay? I hope you can let this go.
Hey, I'm obstructing over here. What's wrong with you? At number 4, a surprise entry, said to be the Senate's most moderate Republican, Susan Collins of Maine. Now, her defense was something special. Because remember, before Donald Trump asked Comey to drop Flynn, he kicked everyone out of the room, right? Which to most people would mean Trump knew he was about to do something wrong.
Not necessarily, and here's why. The first interaction that the president had with Mr. Comey in early January at Trump Towers, it was the FBI director who cleared the room. Perhaps the FBI's actions in that first meeting sent a signal to the president that that is how their interactions should take place.
Oh, okay. Let's back up for a second. The first time Trump and Comey met, Comey cleared the room to tell Trump about potentially embarrassing information, right? And now Senator Collins is saying that all Trump learned from that meeting was, anytime I meet with this guy, it's gotta be the exact same way. That's what she's saying? I mean, if that's true, pray to God you don't first meet the president somewhere awkward, like at a urinal, you know? Because from then on, every time you meet him, he'll be like, Trevor's here, everybody! Penis is out! He's got something important to say! So, I mean, that's a top 5 excuse, but not a top 3 excuse. Because to get into the top 3, you can't just be smart. You've got to be spineless. And no one does spineless, quite like House Speaker Paul Ryan, who said, Trump made a boo-boo because...
The president's new at this. He's new to government. And so he probably wasn't steeped in the long-running protocols that establish the relationships between DOJ, FBI, and White Houses. He's just new to this.
Yeah, guys, it's his first time being president. What's wrong with you? That is really nice of Paul Ryan, right? I'm sure he'd let the same logic apply to undocumented immigrants that come over and say that, right? Yo, man, I'm so sorry I crossed without papers, but I'm not steeped in the protocols of immigration. I'm new at this. Paul Ryan understands, man. So let's move on to the number 2 on the Shillboard Top 5. Making her debut on the charts is RNC chairwoman Ronna McDaniel with the smash hit, Hope Doesn't Mean a Command.
Let's go back to what James Comey even said. Say his version is true, and he said the president said, I hope you let this go. Listen, I'm a mom of kids. There's a difference between saying, I hope you do your homework, and go do your homework.
Yeah, the difference is one is way more threatening than the other. If your parent says, go do your homework, that's them telling you what to do. If your parent says, I hope you're doing your homework, you best believe that's a threat. That is a threat. I don't care what anyone says. Like, let me ask you this. Can you imagine if you use that logic in your family? Imagine if your grandmother said to you, child, I hope you're not talking back to me, and you replied, oh, Granny, it's so great you still have hope and dreams at your age. You would be dead. Oh, and also, let's never forget, that Trump didn't just say that to Comey. He also cleared the room first. He kicked everybody out. Now, I'm sorry, you know when your parents told your friends to leave so they could have a conversation with you, it wasn't to tell you that you were gonna get ice cream. You were about to die. All right, everybody, go home, tell your friends, and you're like, oh, I'm good, yeah, I'm good, yeah. I hope. So, those are among the very best Republican excuses for Donald Trump's behavior. But topping the charts is Lindsey Graham. And his is the best excuse because it speaks to something true. Donald Trump's profound incompetence.
He doesn't believe he did anything wrong with the Russians, and I tend to believe him. He can't collude with his own government. Why do you think he's colluding with the Russians?
He cannot collude with his own government. Yo, Lindsey Graham is gangster. I'm sorry. Who else can defend Trump by making fun of Trump? And let's be honest, that's the best defense Donald Trump has. Trump should hire Lindsey Graham as his lawyer. Your Honor, my client is far too stupid to have committed that crime. And as the law says, if the IQ don't fit, you must acquit. Hey everyone, before you click over to another YouTube contouring tutorial, just a reminder, watch full episodes of The Daily Show for free anytime with the Comedy Central app or at thedailyshow.com. Now you can go on your way. Remember, it's all about the cheeks, the lines, and the cheeks.